The level of anti-Maori racism out there is really quite incredible. Whangarei Tim is one of the biggest YouTubers covering New Zealand politics. This is a recent video that he uploaded. I am not going to bother addressing the contents of the video because we really don't need to. Just look at the title. NZ Low IQ Stone Age Primitive Savage Day. I don't think I have ever seen a YouTube video title ooze with that level of putrid hate. I don't think he could have squeezed any more racism into the title if he tried. It is really quite incredible. These kinds of right-wing people, they are like animals. They are not motivated by ideals or logic, they are not like you or me. They are motivated by pure emotion, in this case, very intense hate. They are extremely barbaric people. It is ironic that people like this demonize Maori based on their history, while exhibiting ungodly amounts of tribalism, hatred, and cruelty. This level of hatred is incredibly uncivilized. It is incredibly primitive. Whangarei Tim would be right at home in pre-colonial New Zealand. Tribalism, hatred, cruelty, irrationality, these are his primary traits. He has the same mindset as the people who slaughtered the Moriori. A primitive backwards mindset that is based on intense emotional disdain for the other. The level of racism in this country is simply appalling. People will criticize Maori grievance culture and say racism is a distant memory that people need to get over. And then they will post crap like this. If you like this kind of rhetoric, you are in no position to look down on the Maori Party. You would probably support them if you were Maori. In fact, the Maori Party looks reasonable compared to foaming at the mouth racists like Whangarei Tim. The Maori Party exists because of racism like this. It is backlash against this disgusting extreme racism that motivates Maori to align with extremist idiots. Racism breeds racism. It is a cancerous cycle. People like this are to blame for the Maori Party. They push Maori into the arms of the radicals, and of course they do. Eventually people get sick of taking the high ground. I do find Whangarei Tim and others like him fascinating. They are like an alien species to me. Values and logic, principles and reasoning. I cannot think about politics without thinking about these things. They are fundamental. But it is so overwhelmingly obvious that these things are totally alien to these commentators. All of their politics is based on emotional gripes. It is pathetic. They are genuinely uncivilized savages. Primitive creatures that should be sitting in caves clobbering one another with stones. They think they are superior. If every white person was like this, the white race would be extinct by now. It is really quite shameful. They aren't even good representatives of their own racist cause. They are so low IQ and unimpressive. They are so emotional, irrational, stupid, hollow. They lack all of the best traits of the civilization that they claim to represent. There is no reason or logic. There are no principles or values. It is disgusting. We would still be sitting in caves if everyone operated on this level. These people are the very thing that they claim to despise. Primitive savages who have absolutely nothing of value to offer. It is very low IQ. It is deeply embarrassing. A person with a set of values and logical thought processes would never upload a YouTube video of this type. There is just no way that would ever happen. And there are some people who have very far-right views who are genuinely intelligent and rational. But this is really just the lowest IQ material that you will find. Everything about it is indicative of emotion, lashing out. It is essentially just angry screeching. That is its essence. People like to criticize the arrogance of liberals, but we should look down on stuff like this. No matter what your politics are, you should look down on stuff like this. We should view it as morally and intellectually inferior, because it is. And it should be made to know that. If you want a healthy society, you have to look down on things like this. You have to elevate morality and rationality. You have to look down on unrestrained emotional impulse. That is really the most basic building block of a functioning society. Looking down on these people and their behaviour is a moral obligation.